got a girl, Brett. She go to battle. LD low to the tech. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at this, that. I go to bed on bet. I got the beam in the flex. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch of door.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jameis now going to run the option to the right. A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Winston looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a solid run down inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
If indeed the Chicago Bears were looking for a nice change-up to Jordan Howard at running back, they found it in Tariq Cohen. I'm telling you, this guy is shifty, quick. Even though he's small in stature, some people have called him the latest human joystick.
How about that? That'll be fun for Madden players. Just 5'6", but as you said, he can move. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. The Bears and Bucs, you might recall, met in Tampa week 2 of last year, which was actually the first game for the Buccaneers after Hurricane Irma washed out their opener with Miami. And it was the Bucs who beat Mike Glennon in that game 26-9. This is Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10, and in this case, they did it really successfully.
They run. This is Cohen. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
Let's convert.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. He completes it to Evans. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now Jameis on 2nd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Let's go now. Green, triple C.
Now a play fake here on first down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hang on, we got you see it, you see it?
Off the toss, Cohen uses the spin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now Cohen. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first down carry for Davis. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
This is Cohen on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. Whoosh. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Extra point attempt to follow here. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
A give to Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Third and short yardage, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a handoff to Davis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hang on, we got, you see it, you see it? 36.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And Robinson with a big catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will extend their lead. Extra point forthcoming. The point after is good, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Gabbert now on 2nd down. He checks it down here to Ellington. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10, and they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Flushed out right, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Let it roll and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Sit up! 180!
Trubisky will throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a 1st down. Here's a give to Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Being chased out left. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 31 yards there and a first down.
I thought going into the 2018 draft, running back was a priority for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they got one of the best ones in the draft in Ronald Jones II out of USC. He's a guy who knows how to make people miss, but also not afraid to lower his shoulder and make his own way.
And that's what we saw there as he powered his way forward for the first. Winston now to throw on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Santos with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, check. 180. 58, right over there.
Now Trubisky to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Winston. And that'll be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Leonard Floyd. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
don't they? They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Davis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They try again with Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Hang on, we got you see it, you see it?
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll go again to Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, come on.
And they'll run it here. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Bears, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire...
Can you hear me now? Can you hear